Hey guys, thanks for joining me here. I've just been outside today enjoying the sunny weather, but right now you and I are going to head into the studio. You know why? Because it's one of my favorite days of the week. It's product review day. Roll that intro! Hey YouTube! Bruce back for Blackboard Rules. Today we're going to be doing a product review on small foggers. The first one we're going to be looking at is the Chauvet Hurricaine 700. We're going to pit that up against the MARQ 400 fogger with LEDs. So without further ado, why don't we jump right into it?
So let's talk about the units. Here we have the Chauvet Hurricaine 700. Here we have the MARQ 400. Both units are very comparable. Let's talk about some of the specs on them. First of all, a Hurricane is 450 watts. It comes in one color, black. It puts out 1,500 cubic feet per minute of fog. The fluid tank is 0.6 of a liter, half a liter. The unit weighs about 4 pounds. When you buy this, it actually comes with the fluid. It comes with a small jug of fluid, which is kind of a nice thing. When I did the testing on this unit, it was a 3-minute startup time or warm-up time. It had a burst of 49 seconds. And it was 35 seconds in between a burst and then warming up again and doing another burst. Next we have the MARQ 400. It's 400 watts. It comes in I count four different colors. Black, red, blue, and white, whatever your desired application is. Possibly if you're working in a church or something, you might want it in white. Black's always a good color to go with this type of stuff because if it's on stage then it's easily masked. It also puts out 1,500 cubic feet per minute of fog. It comes equipped with 3 LEDs. Now on this particular unit, the black unit, the LEDs are amber. On the other units I believe they are different colors. And it's just one color. It does not like this changes, or it doesn't do like a multi-colored to the music or anything like that. The lights come on when the fog is dispersed. It also has a half a liter tank on it. It's also around 4 pounds. They're very similar. It doesn't come with any fluid in the box with the unit, so you'd have to buy that separately. The warm-up time on this unit, the MARQ 400, factory spec is 4 minutes. Now when I actually used the unit the other day, I timed it and it was a 3-minute warm-up, so better than what the factory spec said. The burst on it was quite dense, but it was only for 18 seconds, and then it stopped. And in between burst and warm up and ready to go again, it was again like the Chauvet, it was 35 seconds. Let's talk a little bit about the remotes on the unit. On the MARQ 400 has a very simple remote on it. It has a lighted switch and a ready light on it. So when it's ready, you just flip the switch right over and back again. And then once it warms up, the light will come back on. Both of the remotes have magnets on the back, so you can attach them to things. Here's the Chauvet remote. right there. A little bit different setup. We still have the ready light here on the very top, ready light, but the switch is actually a push button switch, which some people may prefer, because then what you can do is you can actually hit it for as long of a burst as you'd like, and then you can let off. If you just want a short burst, you can let it off. If you want a long burst, the full 49 seconds, you just hold that sucker down. And then once it warms up again, the light will come back on. Also has a magnetic back, so you can stick it to a magnetic surface. Here's the front of the Chauvet unit. Very similar. And here's the back. So you can see the level of the fluid in there. Now, one thing that's interesting about the Chauvet unit is that the cord for the remote, there you go, the cord for the remote on the Chauvet is actually detachable, which is kind of a nice option to have. I'll just put that one in. Whereas the other remote, and I'll show you the back of the Mark IV, same kind of idea. It has the level here, so you can see the level of the fluid in the tank. Your remote and your AC cord are actually hardwired right into the unit. It also has the fuse on the back as well. Now, one thing about the Mark 400 is that it actually has a on-off switch on the back. Whereas the Chauvet doesn't. You just plug it in and it warms up. So next, we're going to look at both units in operation. Both these units are great. They work well. They do what they're supposed to do. In my opinion, the cord on the Mark IV, it's too short. Okay, if I have someone backstage running this, I want to give them a little bit longer leeway than just being 3 feet away from this. That's the one thing I like about the Chauvet unit. It actually has a 6-foot remote, so you can get farther away from the unit. Also, I like the fact that you can detach the remote cord from the Chauvet. You're not hardwired in with it, so it gives you a little bit more flexibility. I like the idea of the LEDs on the Mark 400. It adds a little bit more of an effect when the smoke comes out, particularly when the lights are down. The only thing I wish about the unit is that it had a switch so I could turn the LEDs off if I wanted to. One thing I really like about the Chauvet unit is that it comes with a small bottle of fluid, so you can fill it up and you can get up and running with this unit right away, right out of the box. You don't have to worry about going out and buying a separate bottle of fluid. Again, in closing, you can't go wrong with either one of these units. They do the job well, and they do it at a price that fits anybody's budget. So which one will you choose? The Chauvet Hurricaine 700 or the Mark 400? It's up to you.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give us a big thumbs up down below. Also, hit that subscribe button because we have videos coming out all the time, product reviews, and things to help make your life easier in the music business. Once again, I'm Bruce for Blackboard Rules, and we'll see you in the next video. Roll that outro!